Oh no!
Now you know how it goes. Now, that is the song that you know, and you know how it goes.
Welcome to Thingus. We're back.
Or so you thought.
Or so you Thingus.
We're playing a game, Super Mario World. Or so we think.
So we think.
What's wrong with it, you ask? Well, let's play a little and find out.
Oh no, it already sounds wrong. A little latency here. Let's see if I can handle it. That's the reason I'm going to play bad tonight. Oh, it's a little better on here.
Oh, really?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. I guess we're gonna be looking at that then.
I guess so. Alright, thank you for rescuing me. My name is Yoshi Bowser. Oh, that sounds the same as before. Okay.
Yo, Merrick. Your microphone's a little far away. Thank you.
Now I'm playing with power.
So we didn't get to these. One of the other Thinguses. We tried to play these and
Yeah, we wanted to mod it out last time. We just thought it would be so cool if we played the mods on the original hardware, but this one didn't work, and another one we're interested in tonight didn't work.
yeah.
Now, I must say, so far I don't really see what's very different about this, other than the music.
Well, it's not supposed to be different. It's Super Mario World made from memory.
Incredible. So this is people... Is it one person?
I don't know who made it.
From Memory is one of our favorite types of games, wouldn't you say?
Oh, I love drawing things from memory.
Yeah,
It
always.
gets all of your biases.
So they wrote the songs from scratch?
It's a little bit off, but this is what they remember. The art looks like they didn't mess with the art. It looks like the art assets are all the original, but this map, those stages, this music is all different. It's all slightly off.
All from memory?
Yeah, I guess so.
Incredible. It was pretty good. A little more like a player piano in an old-timey saloon. So, what's new? What do we care about? What are we mad about?
What do we care about?
What's the world bad about?
Well, I don't know.
Well, this has been one of those weeks where, like, you know, all of your lib friends are just like, gestures wildly. Everything.
Oh, I guess everything's gone wrong. I guess the toilet doesn't work.
Yeah, the toilet doesn't work. Guy with photographic memory just re-uploads the game and claims it's his. Yeah, I gotta say, so far, it's so impressively similar that, like, it doesn't actually seem like a different game at all.
Well, this music hits kind of different.
Oh yeah, no, totally. The music is really fun. I mean, to be fair, like, I do think, like, if I had sufficient time to recreate this game, I don't know that I'd get the levels right. I'm really impressed with how close the levels seem to be.
Yeah.
But I think the music I could reproduce decently enough with the same sound font.
Yeah. Yeah, I could remember things about the music that they didn't.
But what a fascinating exercise. I bailed on Yoshi.
It is
so
cool.
easily there.
It's maybe even more interesting than like somebody who like remembered it better and made like literally the exact same thing.
Yes.
I mean, like they remembered all this. I might have also been able to recreate that stage. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know how
know.
close mine would be. And I also don't know how close theirs is. It might be really off and we just think it's right on. It's on.
Yeah, I'd really like to know a little bit more about how this is made, but also I don't, because then we can sit here and guess.
Yeah, we can think about how it is.
Think about how it is. So, okay, so this week, let's see. There was one day a week I didn't get the newspaper, and as such, I got all of my news from social media. So you might have guessed that was the best day of my week. On January 20th, when the newspaper didn't fucking come, and I was looking at social media and reading an absolute word for word rerun of 2016 or 2017, I suppose, right?
Yeah.
Inauguration day. Absolute word for word rerun. I feel like it was a Mario from Memory remake of my Twitter experience on January 20th, 2017.
Yeah.
Not a single new thought. What it had was people panicking and other people panicking and you know, predicting the absolute worst scenarios, and other people panicking in that other way, which is the one that I really hate the most, which is to just lecture other people with their panic. Oh, that Did this person remember there being like a glitch like that?
Was there a glitch in the original?
I don't think so.
No.
I think they fucked up. So like look, I'm not this isn't a commentary on whether people are right or wrong to panic or think that things are going to be very bad for the next few years. But I would not prescribe this shit to prisoners. This experience of like sitting in a pool of social media panic. It is just like the same shit as last time. It's the same shit as last time.
Yeah.
And it made me realize that, like, you know, everybody has like truly bailed on Twitter at this point, and just as, like, you know, Blue Sky has fully captured the exact same culture as Twitter from, like, you know, 2014 onward. It's the same thing. It's back.
It's back. It sucks.
It's back. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
I was going to say that I'm ready for a fully federated life. I'm ready.
You are?
Yes.
Bullshit. No, you're not. You're not getting on Mastodon. You're not getting on PeerTube.
Oops. No. Why not?
Because you have been scoffing at the idea of it for the past 3 to 5 years. and I, you know, I'm a little insulted, but I'm also like, I don't know. I guess people are too fucking hard-headed to get on this Mastodon shit.
All right.
They want a kingdom.
Yeah,
a dumb kingdom.
Well, I mean, the thing is, if you have anything to promote, you need to be on the place where you get engagement, which means I can't, like, like abandon Blue Sky, and I can't abandon
Yeah.
Twitch, and I can't abandon YouTube. But what I would like to at very least do is have like 100% of my content posted to my own like federated website and Mastodon,
Yeah.
and then syndicated to all that other shit.
Uh-huh.
I think that would be a good solution, and it would cut down on my engagement potentially with those platforms.
Well, you know, I'm thinking of you know, I use Blue Sky kind of just to promote my plush toy that hasn't come out yet.
Yeah, we don't even know if it exists.
No.
It probably doesn't.
It probably does.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean,
We have no proof that it exists.
I mean, I am nice now. It's not just a commercial.
It's true.
I'm nice now.
He's nice now. Well, Andrew Rizzu says that you've already shown it. What do you mean?
Yeah, I have
What do you
already
mean?
shown it.
You've already shown it?
I showed it just not to you.
My bit!
You had a bit?
I was being coy. Of course I know he has it. All right. Let's see the fucking toy.
Here it is. This is why I've been making nonstop Blue Sky posts, just so I have enough followers.
That's
that I
why?
can- This is why. This has been my full-time job.
Oh.
Look at this.
Can I see? just falls into a furnace.
Is that not perfect?
Oh. Look. It's beautiful. Look at its butt.
Yeah.
Look at the
It's
butt.
so good.
It's so good. It's so good. I'm gonna rotate it this way too. It's good from every angle.
Guys,
It's good.
social media is toxic. It's just a big fucking ad
Look at the chest.
for that.
For this.
For that.
For this, a thing that can give you real joy.
That is real. You can hold it in your hand. It's a toy
It's
that
solid.
I designed.
It's solid.
I've never designed a toy in my life.
It's got a
Look at it.
tail.
Look at the tail. The tail wags. It stands. Look, it's already working. She's under its spell. It's great.
Ba. Ba ba ba.
I'm nice now. Yes.
I gotta go. Bye. It looks so good.
It comes out of the plane.
Yeah, it's gotta, it's gotta upgrade. You gotta put it on a balloon.
Look at the wag. You can just wag so easy.
So happy. It's beauty.
Yeah, I mean, this is I agree. This is a lot better than selling NFTs. You can't hold that. It
No.
doesn't feel like, it doesn't hold warmth, even if it holds wealth.
That's true.
It's like
That's warm.
you can actually hold this to your body, and you could give it a little kiss on the forehead. And you can like say I love you, and it can say I love you. I'm nice now. It's so good to finally have this in my hands, because I was so worried that I wouldn't like it or that like it wouldn't sell. I mean, now I don't care because I can see how good it is.
Yeah.
It's my character. It has the spirit. It's so perfect. I love it. I'm so happy that this makeshift thing is happening, because I wasn't even thinking I was going to do this for a long time, and I guess a long time passed, and here it is.
And here it is. Here's Pepper.
I'm cute.
She's real.
She's nice now. But
I'm so happy that you did it.
but yeah, like I'm serious that like I only got like 500 followers on Blue Sky, but
Every one of them went on to start their own YouTube channel.
yeah, like I do think you should be off social media unless you have something to sell. If you have a product and you need to sell that product to live, then, you know, I support you being like, I'm nice now and selling whatever it is.
I mean, I think we're all like, ah!
What happened? Oh, I'm sorry. My cable. It's the space bar. Sorry about that.
It's scary.
Yeah, let me do this.
How's that noise gate working? We noticed that our screams were coming in a little loud the last couple of episodes. Is it when I screamed, did it hurt you? Let's get a little feedback on how that's sounding.
Well, you could probably make the limiter less. It's set to 20 right now.
Okay. Andre says it's okay, but we're only getting one opinion. I'd love a couple more. Thank you.
I mean, you could just like back up a few inches when you're screaming, I guess.
I don't control when I'm screaming.
Anyway, we were talking about social media. It's just, you know, Twitter is nonstop, like automatically generated NFT scam bot bullshit. It's like, you know, buy the coin, buy the today coin. It's like the thing that happened now. It's blowing up. It's like these are ads, and they're the ugliest fucking ads that you've ever seen.
Well, yeah. I mean, we are all like we are locked into social media because it killed the website ecosystem, and it made it so that the only way to be seen would be to use these websites, right? You can't be seen without these websites. But then these websites are literally like, you know, I don't feel like it's at all hysterical anymore to say that these are like Nazi websites, right? Like they are all run by people who are like openly saluting Hitler on national TV. And like, you know, I'm not choosing this moment to get off, but a lot of people are, and like, you know, you can't really blame them for that. Yeah, this one is definitely like subtly different. What do you think about the Heil Hitler on TV?
He did a little Nazi thing.
Yeah.
He did like a little retarded Nazi salute.
It did look incredibly awkward and dorky, just like everything he does. But I don't think it matters anymore whether the things he do look dorky. It's, you know, he's the richest person in the world, and him and the president are pals. So
right.
Like, you know, I think like if we lived during the time of the German Nazis, we would have seen a lot of really pathetic losers, you know, who look like little boys dressed up in big suits, walking around abusing their power.
Right, like Goebbels, who never was good at anything in his life. And, you know, he eventually became Minister of Propaganda for Nazi Germany.
Yeah.
And it's like this guy was kind of like, you know, in a way that Hitler was kind of like someone who'd never done actual work in his life. You know, you have these fuckers like
John,
Trump.
like the John
Elon.
Fettermans of the world.
The John Fettermans of the world. That's like a different kind of loser, right? It's like it's like a Bernie bro who backs down pretty quickly.
Oh my God, John Fetterman is a disgrace. He's got to be like, when I see his face, it honestly makes me madder than any of them.
Wow.
Like he showed up to the inauguration the other day in his shorts and a hoodie that he always wears, his costume. This level is fucking hard, by the way. But when Benjamin Netanyahu spoke before, Congress, a few weeks before that, he came in a suit. That guy is the biggest shill for Israel I have ever seen in my life, and I just know for a fact that he did it for like $25. Like, I just know nobody has ever sold out for less than this guy.
Yeah.
And, like, he does, like, the pathetic, like, mental illness thing to explain why he's never had a job and sucks. He's just, like, the biggest loser I can think of. It just pisses me off so much.
I was diagnosed with sadness. Like that kind of person who,
Yeah.
like, they tell you every single ailment they have.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's that. And he's one of Pennsylvania's senators, and he supports Israel so much more than any other Democrat feels compelled to, or even many Republicans. This is really hard.
Yeah, I like these interpretations of the music. It's like, you ever feel that way about something? Like, you don't want to know what the difference is between what you thought it was and what it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like, you can no.
Oh, I was so
You
close.
had him in your hand too
Oh my
long.
god, it's so close.
Yeah, I don't know. Some things are better in your mind.
Yeah.
Maybe not better, but like,
Well, you have a clearer idea of them in your mind. It's like how we've talked about how like the sunset in Scorched Earth gets closer to what a sunset really looks like.
yeah.
Like things are more real in your mind than like the actual image.
Yeah, like, you ever think about what we're even, like, looking at with this? Like, it's like a cross-section of a cave. It's like an image you can't even get.
Right. There would be walls on either side. Oh boy. The Lord giveth and taketh away. Easy cometh, easy goeth.
No!
As, you know, as it is written. I don't want to do it. It's too hard.
Well, we're like one stage away from the secret power-ups area.
That would be great.
Maybe we can take the secret exits in the Donut Plains 1 to go around this.
This, like, yeah, we might need to do that. This feels needlessly cruel. Like, this is just level 2, you know? We haven't even, like... Oh, wait, we did beat one boss.
I'm gonna push the laptop forward. Is that okay?
As long as I can see the screen, I'm playing with
We
this.
should both be
Oh.
able to see it better.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Ah!
All right, this is...
Yeah, something's sounding a little bit more now. I think,
accidentally turned a knob or two.
yeah, I think so.
How's that?
How's it sound, guys?
Good. How's everyone doing?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that I have anything insightful to say about social media. I'm really like, I'm realizing that like all the stress that I you know, I took the time to like, to distance myself from a few
Yeah.
years ago. I've been like slowly creeping back toward it, slowly trusting Blue Sky.
Yeah.
And now realizing what I've gotten myself right back into.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was kind of like doing like sort of unhealthy habits while I was not using Twitter. I was still checking people's Twitters. I was still going on Knitter, which lets you use Twitter. By the way, if you really have to, for any reason, Knitter is like a... most of the instances are gone now, but you can look at Twitter stuff without logging in.
You don't need yeah, I mean, but now you can just like look at Twitter even if you've been blocked by or I guess you're right, you're trying to
You
look
still
at
have to
that one.
log in.
Gotcha.
Give us your data. We need more data for the AIs.
But do you still have that habit of like checking in on people?
Sure, but like some of them I've followed on Blue Sky, and you know, like
And their lives are going badly, I presume.
correct. I mean, you know, as I've said before, and I think all of my friends and followers know this, I'm mostly on Blue Sky for myself. Like, I'm there to look at my own posts and laugh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm there to
It's a blog. It's a personal blog.
and you know what I get out of it is mostly me.
Right.
And everybody else is free to be their own billboard. I'm a billboard, you're a billboard, everybody's a billboard on a site like Blue Sky.
This is how it felt until like a few days ago for me.
Yeah.
When I realized that everybody is actually behaving the exact same way that they used to behave.
Yeah.
Badly.
Well, I think it's a little different. I don't get harassed by bots or people anymore. I feel like that was a big difference for Blue Sky for me.
Right.
That, like, there's no reward system in place for those people or machines that are doing that kind of shit.
Well, there's no more dunking, right? Like, I
No.
do love this about the platform is that, you can't, like, if you quote tweet somebody to pick on them, that person can just block you and then nobody can even see who you're talking about.
Yeah, they could disconnect the quote. That was a shitty feature that added a lot of bitch fuckers
Yeah.
to the mix.
Right. It created a bitch fucker culture.
Yeah,
And I feel like we're all done with that.
I think I'll live.
Can I live? But other than that, I've been thinking about MagFest. I've been thinking about a real life kind of life.
A real life kind of life.
Yeah, and
a
you
real
know,
life kind of dog.
a real life kind of dog. I just you know, MagFest was so fun last year, and this year I'm not working, or at least, you know, I'm working because I'm networking, right? But I'm not standing behind a booth, which is like, you know,
Yeah.
it's kind of like, you know, that's kind of a combination of like a little private room you get at the show, and also like a little zoo exhibit that you are at the show that you're not allowed to leave.
Yeah.
So I'm very much looking forward to just walking the floor. I was trying to think of how I could distinguish myself so that people will approach me without doing something that's going to embarrass me, like wearing a costume of any kind.
A costume is embarrassing.
Well, I just want to dress like I normally dress. Uh-oh. Oh, nice. You just have to not panic. Nice. This is the most tense I have ever been on this level. I guess, it's a pretty different level.
They forgot the little red dudes, right?
You made it! Oh my god.
Yeah, I finally beat it.
Save state!
This music is like...
I was thinking of wearing a little pin that says MS-DOS on it.
Yeah.
And that stands for Meredith says, do overcome shyness. That's what it means.
Did you see the overcome shyness part of Earthbound?
No. Oh, is that an Earthbound reference?
Yeah. There's a part where you get to a village of shy guys, and they all say we're shy, and they say there's a book out there that if you read it you can overcome shyness, and we really need to talk to these guys. So we find that book and we give it to all of them, and they overcome shyness.
Amazing. Okay, well then that's even more perfect, right? Do overcome shyness. Talk to me. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Look for me. Well, like you.
Talk to me! I'm nice now!
Well, okay. So, look, if you, I don't know who in the chat is going to be at MagFest. I'm not sure anybody, but what I'm going to tell people is, you know, look for me and Joe. If you think it's us, look for the MS-DOS pin on me, and you'll know it's us, right? I'm a white lady who dresses normal. Find me at MagFest.
Yeah, find me too. I'm a guy.
You know what Joe looks like.
White.
You'll hear
Normal.
he's white and normal. Yes!
I'm normal. we're normal.
Normal? What do I mean by normal? I mean that my clothing doesn't have any graphic images on not graphic. I don't mean my clothing doesn't have any hardcore sex on it. My clothing doesn't have any cartoon characters on it. Although that might change by the end of the show. I might buy a t-shirt.
Yeah.
So that definition doesn't hold. Did you do this one?
Yeah.
Ah!
Uh-oh. I think they forgot the important part of this.
Uh-oh. Did you do this one?
No.
Nice.
Oh, okay. There it is. Oh, no!
Ah!
Bounce on the ghosty.
Oh no, I'm gonna miss it.
No!
Maybe I can try it again.
Yeah.
This song sounds really funny. It's like a little tropical. It's groovy. I just, I know that all of you are shy and face blind at MagFest. So am I. Come say hi to me anyway. If you think it's me, say hi. The thing is, if you say hi to somebody at MagFest that you think you know, they'll probably start talking to you. It's a
Everybody's someone, even if it's not me. It'll be someone.
Yeah.
It might even be some guy. The guy who got us high.
That's right. All right, so you were asking me. You were wondering if we would see some guy. Okay, is there anything else I can do?
I guess we noted that it was his birthday, so if anyone's having a birthday at MagFest, it'll be some guy.
All right, I don't think we're gonna see some guy again, but we might see his friend again. Some guy's friend
He didn't even
lived-
go there.
Yeah, he didn't even go there.
I think they might be cracking down on those people. I don't know if they'll let him live.
I mean, they can't prevent him from being there.
I guess they can't prevent him from fucking those girls.
All right, so I didn't do anything.
Oh, it's like
You gotta fly,
it's
right?
The secret secret.
How do you get it without a feather?
I don't know.
I don't think you can.
I think you. Oh, a feather.
Yeah, you need to fly.
Do I lose my turn?
Maybe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go back to Donut Plains 1 for a feather. Just like kill the first guy. And then I guess exit the level, and then I guess you exit the level and then
you'll die.
I'll die. Or I'll also get a cape so I can attempt it if you don't make it.
Right. There's a great chance I won't make it. I'm playing a little bit of skew here. And also I'm bad.
I mean, I probably need this either way. But yeah, MagFest is fun. Everybody's somebody.
Everybody's somebody.
Nobody's famous. Like, there's no lines.
No. No.
So the Grinch likes it.
Yeah.
And the Grinch doesn't like anything.
Ugh, immediately turfed out. Yeah, unfortunately, one of the people I did really want to see there, Lilith, who's the designer of Nightmare Carts, got COVID today and won't be attending. Very sad.
Yeah, we were gonna get in early to see that.
Yeah, we were gonna take the first train out to DC for that. So I feel very bad for Lilith. I'm sure that's very disappointing. And you know, we can still go there and play Nightmare Kart on arcade. There's going to be an arcade version of it there.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
I saw a picture of that. I can't wait to see it in person.
Yeah. I'm very excited about that.
That's cool that you know, Nightmare Kart's still gonna be there.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, people will still celebrate the game. It's almost like if Lilith is looking for the bright side of this one, I would suggest, it's a little like you died, but then you got to see how people reacted to you not being there. You'll sort of be smiling down from on high. While people appreciate your work.
You'll be smiling from below because you'll come back to life next MagFest.
That's right. That's right. When everyone has forgotten about your game.
I think I would love to be reminded of Nightmare Kart once a year.
Sure.
I'm sure if it's available as an arcade at every MagFest, I'll be like, hey, look, Nightmare Kart every single time.
Yeah, no, I think that one's gonna enter the canon, you know?
No! I think I already fell in love with it.
Yeah.
It's like something special.
And I don't even like know anything about those games.
Well, yeah, like I wanted to learn a little more. I guess all I know is that the creator of this is also the creator of Dark Souls PSX, which I'm not sure if that was an actual game or just a demo, but it was cool. I remember seeing that, and I didn't realize they were the same person who did Nightmare Kart. And I wonder if like that's I guess like that's where they started with that aesthetic and they brought it there.
Yeah, no, right. Nightmare Kart is a mature work. It's not their first project.
Well, I only know about it from a friend who is a fan of Bloodborne, which is, I feel like, a game very far from either of us ever playing.
Yeah.
But Nightmare Kart is not.
No.
We would, I think that's just like funny as hell. Like that's just good without understanding what it's in reference to.
Yes. Exactly. It's just for the love of games and for the love of mods and just like weird shit that people make just for the posts. Like, you know, I feel like I have so much admiration for like things that we do for the glory of posting.
Yeah.
I've come around to it again. I don't have time to do that anymore in my life because like every hour that I'm working, somebody is caring for my child.
Yeah.
And I can't do things for the glory of posting while somebody is caring for my child. Maybe when I'm like 50 years old, I'll do things for the glory of posting again. It's fun.
Yeah.
You know, I miss it. But like the other day I was looking for something else and I found some like animated video I made for Something Awful, like as part of like a contest or something.
Whoa.
Yeah. And it's like not bad. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
And like I remember now spending time on it and it was literally for nothing. It was literally just for the glory of posting.
Uh-huh.
And you
so
know,
you did post it?
oh yeah, it went up on like Something Awful. It was part of some like schmorky thing that he was organizing. And you know, all everything, all evidence of it is gone, but somebody posted it to YouTube. It's out there. I'll post it in the chat. I'll post it in on the Thingus Discord. I'm not ashamed. But yeah, I was like 21, and I think I was waiting for my first job out of school to start. So I just did some posting fuckery. I used my talents for posting fuckery.
Yeah.
And it would be awesome to make a video game that I didn't have any aspirations to like sell or promote outside of like one little community, you know?
Yeah, art for art's sake, right?
Yeah. Art for like the sake of like a collective, you know?
Yeah.
Where you're just like legendary for a day. And then, you know, you're just a legend within a tiny little community. And that's okay. And it makes you feel good.
Like whoever added the like lightsabers to the Star Wars Kid video.
Yeah,
Like,
legend.
Like that guy who probably worked at like the Weather Channel for the like visual effects and knew how to do that. It was like, you know, one of the few people relatively who knew how to do shit like that and like animated it to make it look like Star Wars.
Yes.
And added all the sound effects. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if like someone at ILM made that.
Right.
And then just like upload it on like the first modem ever made.
Just fun. Just fun. Not for the boss, not for anybody. No one owns it. Not
just
even
to
you.
pick on Star Wars kids.
Just to make fun of a child. Just for the cause of making fun of a child.
Well, I mean, all of that mockery did lead to him getting like millions of dollars in a settlement, right?
Did he?
Yeah, he like became a lawyer and also like went on to like help people sue over this kind of thing.
Incredible.
Yeah, Ghislaine, I don't know, Raza.
Ghislaine Maxwell?
Is it pronounced Ghislaine? It's spelled differently from Ghislaine Maxwell.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, that's a woman's name.
Galan. Well, Galan Maxwell, I thought. But anyway, his name is Raza. And, like, he's known as Star Wars Kid. And he made a very funny video, but did not publish it. And his friend published it, and he sued him, and he won.
He sued his friend?
Yeah.
Was his friend a child, too?
Yeah.
That's a little fucked up.
I mean, you know, I don't know. I don't know what justice means to him. I don't know what it means. You know, I'm not the one in charge of that. He is, because he's a lawyer. So.
But like, how much money did he get out of his friend?
I don't know. He sued him for significant damages. He probably sued him for like $500,000 to $1 million because of the widespread nature of the video. But like, I mean, is that really his friend's fault?
No, I mean, like, you can't bankrupt a kid over something like that. How much money did this person go on to make?
I don't know, but he's still Star Wars Kid to this day. People will probably still recognize him, right?
I don't know. I mean, he was a teenager. I don't know if he looks like that anymore. You wouldn't recognize You wouldn't recognize the child, would you?
No, but no one knows about the child but us. Hello, my future girlfriend. This is what I sound like.
Yeah. I mean, I guess what I'm saying is, like, yes, it was a crime that child got embarrassed like that, but the person who committed that crime was also a child too, right?
I guess they were 13 or something.
So how can you sue a 13-year-old? His parents?
I guess.
Maybe his parents had a lot of money.
Yeah, maybe it was more about that like that he knew of where the money was.
Man, this is the kind of thing it would be good to have Gabby in the chat.
Yeah.
This is Gabby's
First
exact
of all,
wheelhouse.
how the hell do we even pronounce his name?
Yeah, exactly. That's number one. And then we need the entire legal record of all of this.
I think that we have to hold our own version of court instead.
Well, yeah, our version of court generally boils down to let's not know, which is how I like it.
Wait, so like let's not find out how much he sued for.
No, and how much he got.
Yeah, and let's not know how badly it fucked him up.
Maybe he sued albino black sheep or something. That seems more feasible to me. He sued the platform that spread it far and wide.
I don't know, but like just being Star Wars Kid, I guess got a judge and jury to take him seriously.
Da 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 da. Here's what I'd like. I'd like a Disney World experience where you go into an empty room full of camera gear and a lightsaber, you go nuts, and then a simulation unfolds of your life being ruined.
Yeah. Star Wars Kid is suing us for laughing at his video. And now we have to do that like Coupon the movie. We have to do it.
Right.
Coupon the movie was a Mr. Show joke where they said all Americans were sued into watching this movie.
Right, because they said they wanted a movie like this, so they need to see it. It was a movie. A required romp. Oh, me?
Yeah.
I saw the shit out of it.
But yeah, we still have not had justice come down on us for laughing at, for yucking it up,
Lolling.
for lolling, and honoring Star Wars Kids being made fun of as like the greatest art of our internet
of our internet lives.
It is. It's
Legendary.
funny. It's funny, and that's all that ever mattered on the internet.
Is if you lolled?
As if lol. Like, why do you think Donald Trump is president? Because lol.
Because lol.
It was just funny.
They did it all for the lol.
We got rid of we got Joe Biden. We got rid of him once and got Joe Biden. But that was also funny.
Also funny. Right. So this is our first week. This is our first week without President Joe.
Where did I go, Jack?
He's like in a dark place now. Sensory
I'm
deprivation.
in the dark place, man. I'm in the sunken place. I'm black. I know I'm black. Oh no, I'm white. When did that happen?
Poor Joe.
Yeah, I mean, was he our worst president ever? Or
Well,
what about maybe Bush?
he ended the war in Afghanistan, but then he happily contributed to a genocide.
Yeah.
So, a little column A, a little column B. No, he wasn't I don't think he was our worst president ever because, I mean, I guess it means nothing to say that any president would have done what he did.
It's me turn. Wait. Did I mean to choose this?
If you want to do the secret, but we don't know what the secret is.
Oh, right. Yeah. Sorry, what were you saying?
I don't know. I
Talking
mean,
about Brandon.
Oh, Brandon.
We let go of Brandon.
I don't think he was the worst president even in our lifetime.
Nah.
It is unforgivable what he endorsed and contributed to in Gaza. But we have seen quite a few atrocities in our lifetime.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and it's like a George W. Bush from memory with Joe Biden. It's like some guy who's like either really cruel and evil or really stupid or both, or just like I don't know, maybe like the cruelty contributes to him being stupid. I don't know.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. There's a little bit of a rough
It's like,
sketch there.
You can for a little bit, Joe Biden can make it look like he's kind of like just like a confused old man, but then he gets all angry. He gets all violent with you. He's like, "Hey, I'll do Mike Tyson's Punch Out with you, Jack. I'll be the final boss of that game, man. I'll do push-ups. I'll do push-ups until you make it. 9 hours, man."
Glass Joe.
You won't even get past Glass Joe. That's me.
Da, 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 da.
Holy shit. It's true. He was Glass Joe.
Yeah.
Could see right through him and he shattered like glass. And now he's just on the floor and people are like, oh, don't step on that glass for like months after he's shattered.
Oh, yeah, no, he's been shattered for a while and they've been hiding. I mean, they've been hiding him forever. They were hiding him during the election.
Yeah, he's been told to shut up his entire presidency.
Yeah.
He's just been like switched off like a robot when they need him to stop talking.
Yes.
You know, Trump never stops talking. This
No.
guy stops talking. So now we're back to never stops talking.
Never stops talking for the rest of our lives, for the next 4 years.
And don't we love it?
I already
We're back.
I already did this with the key.
Oh no!
Oh, no! You got no choice.
Oh no! I'm getting deported! What the fuck?
Yeah,
I
there's...
voted for Trump!
Oh, no. You're right. I'll do my reward.
Yeah.
My eternal reward.
Mario, you know, an Italian fascist, voted for Trump because he's just so nice. He make it so great.
Yeah, no,
He fix. He make it a wall. I help. I build.
He fix.
He fix. He fixed Joe Biden America.
Yeah, no, that's what Mario thought. Pretty good. It didn't quite get that little drum roll there.
He deported my mama. Oh no.
Yeah, that's right, Mario. And your kid doesn't get to be a citizen anymore.
Well, yeah. It you know, it sounds like a really offensive joke, but it is a reality, isn't it? People would vote for Trump knowing that he'd deport their family.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think people were thinking about that at all. It's like it always comes down to like there's there's no choice in American politics except to piss off the annoying guy down the street that you don't like. Like that's all you can.
Hashtag winning.
Yeah.
Just like Charlie Sheen.
Don't do it again.
What?
Don't get the key again. I know you want the key. No, I mean, that's all there is, right? There's nothing else. There's nothing else. Like, there's no hope of anything else. We went into this election already agreeing that there was no hope of anything else. Oh, nice. Smooth move. So people are not thinking about policy at all.
Yeah.
Or they're thinking about one policy that is very, very particular to them. Whether they're actually going to get it or not. They're thinking about it. And, you know, it's easy to blame the voters. And it's also easy to say that, you know, it was the fault of, like, you know, the Democrats for not offering a better alternative to any of that. And maybe I'm being either, like, you know, over optimistic or idealistic by assuming that, like, people would have gone for something if there'd been anything better than that. If there had been anything better than owning your enemies. But there was nothing else. And the Democrats, like, you know, basically threatening that you're going to lose your rights, the rights that the Democrats didn't even protect when they had the office. That's not enough. They're not offering enough.
No, they're extremely divorceable. And it's like, why would you go with Donald Trump? He's such a jerk. It's like, well, you know, he knows how to fuck me.
You don't even know how to do that. Well, it's just like, It's just the Democrats being like, they're gonna take away your right to an abortion. They're gonna take away trans rights, and it's like, well, you don't even fight for that shit anymore.
No, they are aligned with Republicans when it comes to war or like, you know, like look at how, you know, Republicans could just call like Disney woke, and Disney like starts removing like the trans stuff from their cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the Democrats are basically the same way, where they just fold like a cheap chair the second
They just folded.
Yeah, they just folded.
Just
They're-
like every other stupid fucking tech company from the last 20 to 30 years.
Yeah. They're running their party like a tech company.
Pixar is just like that, aren't they?
You mean just like cowing to whatever they think the masses want?
Yeah, like Facebook, Netflix, and like, you know, some others, like even some game studios. They all seem equal. Even if they make different stuff, they all seem like the same shit. It's like
Yeah.
the same profiting off of like 20-year-old website.
Yeah. Yeah. No, there's no new ideas. You're not gonna like run your thing off of a new idea. And you know, like literally the Democrats have no ideas. They are out of ideas. Their idea was that they would try and attract people who would have voted for George W. Bush in 2004.
Yeah.
That was their idea.
I feel like at some point, like, Mark Zuckerberg and Jeff Bezos were like trying to get Hillary elected.
Uh-huh.
And
yeah.
and you know, all they really wanted was, you know, some big fat bitch, not that big fat bitch.
Yeah, it didn't matter which bitch it
Didn't
was.
matter which bitch.
No.
Wicked Witch of the West or the East, it doesn't matter.
Yes.
Two sides of the same bitch coin. She was his biggest cheerleader. And Kamala Harris, she was like a traffic cone. Just watching her smile stupidly while she's getting flattened.
Yep. Well, that was extreme. Like, this person's gonna fight against fascism?
What's next for Kamala Harris? A book.
You know what I noticed? When I see her in the newspaper, a lot of the time I just see the back of her head.
Oh my God. Joe Biden has spent his entire presidency hiding, like you were just saying.
Yes. And now they're hiding her.
They're hiding her. They're both hiding. They're you know, Hillary just went into the woods.
Yeah, these people who never did anything for anybody. Except enrich themselves. Then they go off into the woods and somebody else writes a book for them.
Oh, whoops. Did I go to the wrong?
Oh,
I
maybe.
did.
I don't know. Everything we're talking about is like well tread, but I feel like everyone just forgets about this immediately.
Yeah, we have reruns.
Yeah, reruns. I've seen this shit before. This was the same election. This was the same election.
The same Hillary, just like a different flavor.
Yeah, different. Yeah, it was the same goddamn election. And now the same panic.
Don't panic. Like, I mean, that's, I guess, not easy to not panic if you're currently panicking. But like, you're doing yourself a disservice.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like everything that happens in the wake of the inauguration is designed to make the people who voted for Trump feel like they did the right thing, like they got the guy they wanted. And that means a lot of symbolic gestures that are deeply cruel and upsetting, but are not necessarily the reality that we are going to live for the next 4 years. And I'm not saying things are going to be good, but I do think we need to think rationally about this because the alternative is another fucking rerun.
Luigi, You gotta do something. You gotta help.
Well, he did.
You gotta help him more. You gotta take it to P. Diddy. No, bro. They already want on whack P. Diddy. He knows too much.
Right, Diddy's already dead. We don't know it yet.
We gotta keep Diddy alive for now, bro.
There's a reason, yeah. Diddy knows something that, like, the feds are going to need him for.
Yeah. If Diddy dies in prison, it'll be like Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
Somebody will have murdered him.
Yeah.
Will Smith.
Yeah. Is Will Smith one of the people who, like...
There's a video of him talking about how he was never friends with him.
Ah, okay, interesting. Jay-Z was implicated as well.
That's right. We talked about this off stream. You were thinking, like, what do you think about Jay-Z?
Do you think that's the truth?
Do you think he's guilty?
Yeah.
Look, he's a billionaire.
Yeah.
He's a billionaire.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, he's a billionaire, so of course he's going to say it wasn't him. A lie is cheap.
The billionaire, like, he and Diddy do the same shit. They make themselves look like such great guys.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's a little harder to stomach because Jay-Z did make a couple of good albums.
Well, does that make him innocent?
No, not at all. Not at all.
But, like, does that give you a little more doubt in your mind?
That he did it? No. No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't. But it does make him a little different than Diddy.
Yeah.
Which makes me a little more disappointed, I suppose.
Yeah. But yeah, that's not for us to decide. That's
No.
for Star Wars Kid to decide.
Yes.
I'm sure he's gonna be a judge one day. He's gonna be like a
He'll be on
judge
the
of
Supreme
judges.
Court.
Yeah, he'll be a Supreme Court justice like Bart Simpson. Him and Bart Simpson will be deciding everything about our reproductive rights.
Cool. Glad we laughed at him for 20 years.
Yeah, we laughed at Bart getting strangled for 20 years or 30 years.
Oh, yeah. Well, Homer definitely doesn't strangle Bart anymore, right?
I don't know. I guess not. I guess they decided that the Simpsons were too real, that they like stopped seeing them as cartoons, and now it's like they see them as like real people because they've had to add like a obligatory like side quest story for all of the characters.
Right.
Like Moe needs to find love and Barney needs to get sober. Like he's a character. He's allowed to die of being a drunk.
He's allowed to already be dead.
He's allowed to have been dead before he died.
Yes. This is a fun one to recreate from
Yeah,
memory.
I like this.
Although I think this music was a little more frantic.
I like this a little bit slower version of it.
Yeah, it's chill.
Oh no!
Oh no. No, don't make me do this level. I'm going to scream.
Have fun.
No! We haven't even gotten to Butter Bridge yet.
We could take a break from this game and play the other one if you want.
Oh yeah. Can we save? Can we save state?
I think we can save and save state.
Can we cheat? Yeah, I think you're right. The chill music is nice. Ah! The simultaneous bullets start very quickly. I feel like it was a little more gradual in the original.
This level was pretty tough in the original. Yeah, I wonder what the actual like accuracy of this is, because it seems right, but I don't know how good do you remember stuff? Like what stuff do you have memorized?
I don't have the geography of a platformer memorized at all.
But like, could you make like you made a drawing of Long Island? Could you make like a realistic drawing of it, like that looked just like it from memory?
Yeah. If I puzzled over it, I'd probably come up with something pretty good. But I feel like this is so much more accurate than I ever could possibly. Like, I couldn't even do one level this accurate.
I could do one level that was accurate, but I couldn't get this far.
I feel like I could do, like, the level, like, one of the first levels from memory, but, like, basically only the first few screens of it.
Right. You do sort of forget what some of the specifics are, like where this thing was, for instance.
Yes.
If it be like being up there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm so impressed with what this person remembers. Scary.
Yeah, and is it one person or is it by like a whole community of people who remembered things? Well, I think this was a good choice because the theme of Thingus is things we remember and like kind of unearth from these games.
Right.
And in this case, it's the entire game. It's like we remember that song. You know, we sing those songs all the time.
Yes.
But like some people just think about the entire game all the time.
It's true. Like it's true. Like it's very interesting to see what other people hold in their memory. And and what they choose to recreate.
Yeah, and how inaccurate it is, and how charming those inaccuracies turn out to be.
Yes, absolutely. Man, you really have to be no fear in this one.
Yeah, you gotta be like Tri-Hacks. You just go dick first.
Yeah, I'm ready to try the other one if you do.
So sad about losing that clip of him saying that. But
was it deleted?
Yeah, lots of videos get deleted, you know. Entire website. Entire websites. But who would bring it back? I would bring it back. I brought it back, and I didn't even have to. I wasn't even president, and they brought it back. I brought it back. They said, "Thank you, President Trump." I brought it right back. We did not even miss it. We did not even have time to miss it. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. What can I say? I'm just an ordinary demi guy.
Oh man, like, how many people just like bought that one hook, line, and sinker?
What, that the U.S. government was banning TikTok?
Well, that like Trump saved TikTok.
I mean, the sense I get is that TikTok is so tremendous that even Trump would flinch if they were like, "Hey, bring back TikTok." Like he wouldn't do it because people would love him for it. I guess he's probably convinced a few of his followers that he saved TikTok.
Right.
But like, I think the pure intimidation of not having that site there is way bigger than any one government.
But intimidation by who? By the Chinese government?
I mean, I'm not talking about the Chinese government. They don't own TikTok anymore. I'm saying TikTok is so big that there's way more people in it than America. And there's a lot more pressure from TikTok than from, say, like the government of a country, even a big one like the USA.
I don't understand, like, you mean the company pressuring
Well, you noticed all the fucking tech CEO guys at Trump's inauguration.
Yes.
Tech companies are more powerful than the government.
Right. So you think just
Facebook has more info on every human on Earth than the United States government has on us, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they have more data. They're bigger, right?
Right. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how this shit works. It just kind of seems to me like, Trump will be friends with anybody who flatters him.
Yeah.
And he became friends at some point with the CEO of TikTok, and they made this little sweetheart deal where he pretended, he's like Syndrome, and he like punches his own robot and it dies, and then he says he did it.
I mean, I guess I guess he like caused the problem and then solved it, right?
Yeah, he proposed this
Yeah.
banning, or he was on board with the banning, 6 years ago or whenever the hell.
So basically, he brought it back in exchange for him getting a piece. Like the government's going to, or someone's gonna buy it, like half of it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess
The
we'll
government buys half of it.
we'll find out soon, I think. But whatever it is, like this is so fake. Like this all
Well,
feels
they
like
were
so
just not
orchestrated.
gonna really get rid of TikTok.
No.
They couldn't. Okay. Like, here's an example. They got rid of Netflix in Russia when they started the war, right?
Mm-hmm.
But not YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Because fuck that. Because Netflix they can live without, YouTube they can't.
Who? Russians?
Russia.
Oh yeah. They can live without Netflix, but they can't live without YouTube. Right, that Netflix seems like it would be...
They're not gonna ban TikTok. It's just big. It's just tremendous. It's
Yeah.
like too big.
It's too big. Well, also all the Zoomers were going on this other website called like Red Door, something
Yeah.
like that, and they were talking to like Chinese Zoomers about how good they have it in China, and realizing for the first time that they live in a shithole country,
Yeah.
like that Americans live in a shithole country.
Well, yeah, like, was it like 38% of Americans live in poverty?
It's yeah, I mean it's like they're you hear these numbers all the time
Where did
of
I
like
see that?
no. You hear
Probably saw it on Blue Sky.
probably yeah. I mean you hear the numbers all the time where like the top 1% own more than like the bottom like 60 to 80% of Americans, or well, of people.
It's a
but-
travesty. Luigi, it is your turn.
All right, I gotta conquer Cheese Bridge. Oh my god, this is so scary. I wish I could fly.
Oh, I wish I could flee. Bro, you gotta uncuff me. Oh, never mind, I slipped out. What's the matter, Luigi? You haven't been eating.
You barely touched your McDonald's. I love that in our world, like the canon Mario voice is that.
Well, we do both Mario voices.
Yes!
Nice. We also do like, oh no!
Right, two very
What the
different
fuck?
characters.
They didn't remember the cave.
Right, well, like that's not Big Brother Mario. That's like trying to date Mario, right? like very insecure Mario.
That's Mario, incel Mario.
Yeah, well, he's like he might be the same
yeah.
guy, but when he's talking to his brother, he's the other Mario. No! Oh my god, scary.
Hell. Well, yeah, like, that's true. Maybe that's how Luigi sees him. He sees him as American. Mario sees himself as Italian.
Uh-huh.
He's like, oh, but I sound like this. In my mind, I sounded like this. And then he records himself. He's like, hello, this is Mario. I sounded like that. What the fuck?
Yeah, no, very self-conscious. Real identity crisis for Mario. And he picks on his brother because he's insecure. Listen, Luigi, this is how it is. Like, this guy barely can keep it together.
She doesn't like you, Luigi. She's a princess, Luigi.
It's like ants.
She's a princess, man.
Oh my god. It's like Ants. That movie that came out at the same time as A Bug's Life and is better than A Bug's Life.
Yes.
Starring Woody Allen.
Made by petty asshole Jeffrey Katzenberg.
Yep. Deliver us! He made that,
Yup.
which we agree is pretty good.
Yup. Yeah, that was directed by Help.
By Help.
Help.
I love this guy. Look at
Oh,
him.
he's flat.
He's friend.
Look at him delivering the coins.
You can't even get on him. He just throws coins for you until he dissolves.
They looked like food to
Yeah.
me
Yeah,
when
they
I
look
was a kid.
tasty.
I thought they were crackers.
Yeah, crackers. Definitely. No. Oh, there he goes. He's gone. Goodbye.
It was nice. Oh yeah, let's take a break from this game.
Sure.
How do we save a state?
I don't know. Oh no.
No. Oh, I need a help.
These
Where was it?
terrible backgrounds.
But where?
But how?
I'm just gonna. I just want to try like that configuration.
You might need to like set up a way to save state and then do it.
Here we go.
Ah,
Sorry about the delay. All right,
Sorry
let's
delay.
play a different game.
Yeah. How's everyone doing tonight? Not a quiet night on Thingus. How's everyone doing? This is what I sound like. You say China's not going to sell TikTok. America will just accept it and pretend they won. That sounds about right. I mean, that's how we've lost every war for decades now. But we have to cause a lot of carnage before we'll start to meander away and pretend that we won. You live in Ohio and people are buying the TikTok narrative very hard. That sucks. I'm sorry that in your daily life you're interacting with people who believe this fucking story. Ding 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 ding. What else is new? I'm trying to think.
Where is it?
I was trying to think if I played any new video games, but I haven't. Why did that giant X appear?
Where?
It was like, oh, it's the X logo.
Twitter,
It's in
Elon Musk new
New
logo.
Why is that in there?
I don't know. Did he install it on our computer?
Yeah, he must have.
It's not. His logo isn't working. Even his icon doesn't work. Even his
No.
icon explodes.
Yeah, none of it works. That based priest was cool. I guess I missed that. Is that new? I don't know the news unless it was in the newspaper this morning, unfortunately. I mean, fortunately. It removes a lot of stress from my life to not know. You know, there's no harm in knowing about something a few hours after it was news. At that point, it's not news anymore, and I can usually just like skim it real quick, and then I'm up to date.
Oh crap! I didn't patch this.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
It hasn't been patched.
Can I do it now?
If you want. All right. I
Actually,
love
I don't know.
I love exposing my computer to the whole internet. I
I
keep
think I'll play something else.
All right. What shall we play?
How do I get back to the menu? Oh, there we
To
go.
RetroArch or
Get rid
Steam?
of Steam. Can I just kill it?
I think when you press the center button, it's doing that.
Oh, I see. How do I? Okay. Ah!
No!
All right, I guess we can play Steam.
Play Steam if you want.
We can play RetroArch on Steam.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you have worms?
Maybe. Give it a shot.
You need the keyboard?
Maybe. But I got a keyboard right here.
Oh, wow.
It's Worms.
I don't think it's working.
No.
Is it on?
Oh, it might need to be, switched on.
Okay, it's switched on, but it's not.
Still not working? Well,
Yeah.
here's a mouse. Can you play with just the mouse, or do you need the
I
keyboard?
don't know.
Give it a shot.
Yeah.
There's a hardcover book right there if you want to give it a try. Great song. Somebody really wanted there to be a guitar solo in their song.
How many players? Do you want to play two?
No, I'll just watch.
Select teams.
Nice.
Yeah, I never played Worms. Did you?
No. Let's find out why or why not.
It was there. We knew about it.
Yeah.
But I think we never moved on from Scorched Earth. We still play Scorched Earth.
Yeah, it's true. I don't think we needed a Scorched Earth like. It was
Yeah.
perfect to us.
Yeah. Like a really nice chessboard that like you never get another one because it's a simple game, but it's not like Okay, this is working.
Oh, it really is just like Scorched Earth.
Yeah, I wish we could get Gunbound going, because that's also very similar to this. It was a game that I used to play in like 2003. Oh. It's a bit similar the way that there's like fun animations of them dying and stuff.
Yes, but like
Oh,
of the CD-ROM era. Was this game also shareware?
I don't know. You can move them, so that's where it differs from Scorched Earth. You can make them walk. So I'm gonna move my guy next turn.
It's a little like
No.
Scorched Earth and Lemmings.
Yeah. No.
Oh, I was shitting on the Lion King last week or 2 weeks ago, and my son's been sick for like 5 days.
Yeah.
And my husband had to be out of the house for the afternoon one day, so I just put on the Lion King, and he protested. He'd never seen it before, and he doesn't like to watch anything he's never watched before. He likes to watch Garfield the movie. He likes to watch the Super Mario movie. And if I had to watch either of those one more time, I was going to fucking kill myself. So I was like, no. All right, come here. Here, give me the remote. All right, fine, The Lion King. I just put it on. I'm like, this is a good movie. I saw it when I was a kid. This is a good movie. You're going to like it. Let's watch it. And he sat in silence the whole time, which is always a good sign.
Uh-huh.
But like he protested for a while.
Right.
He protested like I would say for about 20 minutes before before he started being silent and paying attention. I think the I did say that the the first like 20 minutes of the movie are kind of a slog. Like even though like the worst is yet to come, it takes a while to get exciting. But by the time it was getting exciting, I had like fully had tears in my eyes like 4 times already. I was just sitting there, like I was laying there next to him, you know, like leaning all the way back, practically lying down.
Yeah.
And my eyes were like multiple times tear stained. And a couple times he's like, all right, you said we're going to watch a few minutes. Can we watch something? Can we watch Garfield now? And I was like, let's just keep watching. And I was just like, I feel the coldness of my tears on my cheeks. Like, let's just keep watching, okay?
Just let them dry.
Yeah.
Cry again. Let them dry.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't wiping it. I was just sitting there crying for a very long time. And eventually he came around and he loved it. He really, really liked it. And, you know, it was one of those movies where, like, after, like, hours after we watched it, he was like, The Lion King, that was really good.
Yeah.
And I know he's going to want to watch it again soon. But, yeah, it was a bit of a struggle to get him into it. But, you know, I'm not going to pretend that the movie is not, like, still very emotionally affecting to me.
Yeah.
It still gets me, even though it's bad.
Well, I feel like any animated movie is tainted a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Because it's all the creation of Walt Disney to make profit, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know, the creation of Walt Disney without Walt Disney and just the profit part. And, you know, I was at Disney World a few weeks ago, and there's, you know, you go through like the People Mover. You remember like that little like, you know, slow coaster. It's like a monorail, not a monorail, but it's like a very slow, easy ride. And it takes you through the Land of Tomorrow. And there's this, they take you past this beautiful model, like this little miniature model of what Walt Disney actually had in mind for Epcot, which was not, back to the good stuff.
Yeah.
What he actually had in mind for Epcot, which was he wanted to build an entire city that would like change the way people lived. And, you know, I'm not saying that this would have actually led to people living their lives differently or better in any way, but it was a really, really optimistic idea about like the ways in which future could benefit mankind if we were working toward a good thing. And you know, after he died, Epcot was not realized in his image, and instead it was just like a park at Disney World that, you know, it's just another park at Disney World.
It's a tombstone.
Yeah. And that little model is just like, did you know that this model was the inspiration for Epcot at Disney World Parks? And that's like literally all you get.
Yeah.
Is like this dream that he had, this completely destroyed dream. Is just like one of the many attractions at this park. You know, it's just kind of a reminder that like he always had bigger things in mind, and the people who took that over don't have anything of the sort in store.
Yeah.
You know, similarly, I went to like Hollywood Studios, and there's like a Muppet ride there. Not a ride, it's a show. I think I mentioned this last week. There's like a Muppet 3D show. It's great, and it's the last thing Jim Henson ever did.
Yeah.
And you know, kind of similarly, it feels like the future, which was like something like, you know, that this person really had a vision for, was foreclosed upon and inherited by people who don't know how to see things that way.
Yeah. I mean, Walt Disney like, I watched a video of him explaining what Epcot was and like all the plans and drawings and stuff. He was kooky. He was insane. He was so fucking insane. Like, you had to be really wacky to come up with that shit. Like, yeah, like anybody who like copied that as like a formula to just endlessly churn out crappy CGI animated movies like Jeffrey Katzenberg could never understand what it's like to go beyond. Like they didn't even care about The Lion King. It was just a good on purpose thing, right?
Yeah,
it was
absolutely.
Like, it was good despite the circumstances.
Yeah, I know that was not supposed to be their big epic movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody thought it should be good. Like the team thought it should be good.
Yeah.
So they did their best. And I mean, yeah, you can really see that. Like, you know, I stand by what I said last time that like the ending is terrible. Like the scene where Simba returns to Pride Rock and fights Scar. They obviously had no money because there's nobody ever in a scene that doesn't need to be there.
Yeah.
Like, oh, how convenient! All the animals went away. There's no animals anymore. There's just the animals that are involved in the fight, which is like you only see like one or two of them on screen at a time.
I mean, I remember liking one part where like he's like, I killed Mufasa, and then Simba gets attacked by a bunch of hyenas who fight a bunch of lionesses. And that, you know, that was pretty good.
Yeah. That's pretty dramatic. The problem is that like moments before that scene was another scene that was exactly the same, where he asked Simba to confess, which is like a totally like, you know, baseless confession that even Simba doesn't believe. Like
Yeah.
nobody believes that, right? So it's like you already wasted the drama on that.
It
Tell
is a
them the
little bit,
truth.
yeah, it is a little bit redundant, it feels,
Yeah.
right? Like they could have just like cut that scene down.
Absolutely. Like I think, you know, I don't think they should have done that scene at all of Simba like saying he killed Mufasa to all those people.
Yeah.
Like he should have said that to Nala earlier.
Yeah,
Like,
you're right.
Right?
I was just thinking that, like, that should be something that they all kind of understood.
Yeah.
That, like, behind everyone's back, he was like, you know, he killed Mufasa.
Right. And yeah, exactly. Like
No wonder he abandoned us.
well, yeah, I mean, like Scar should have told them that, or they, you know, planted that idea in their minds that it was his fault. And when he comes home, he's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, that should be how it is. And yeah, they really screwed that one up. And I feel like that was like such a typical way to resolve a plot in a Disney movie at the time, which was like, you got to tell the truth. Tell the truth.
Yeah.
Like Aladdin was doing the tell the truth thing too. But like it made more sense in that context because it was like a story of somebody who was like ashamed of where he came from compared to the princess. You know, it was like it made a lot more sense there. I just think like it was really manufactured conflict.
It felt kind of like maybe they were thinking like, man, there's so few scenes where Simba actually talks to Scar. We need like an extra scene where they talk
Right.
a little more.
Yeah. Well, that is like a great thing in the original. The way they talk, like in the early on in the movie, the way they talk is great. Where like Simba's just kind of like annoyingly familiar with Scar, and Scar's just very dry. I could have gone for a little more of that.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna get that at the end of the movie.
No.
With you know, shitty adult Simba who also sucks. Like nobody's there for that. Nobody's there for that character. Like compared to Mufasa, who we just you know is just radiant on screen. James Earl Jones, like, can't get enough of him. And then you get what's his name? Matthew. God damn it. What's his name? Just plain guy. He's just one of those plain guys.
Matthew Broderick.
Matthew Broderick.
He's just a guy.
Yeah, with his floppy bangs. Like Simba has floppy 90s bangs.
Yeah, you know, getting celebrity voices,
Yeah.
like, That was something they had to do for every movie.
Yeah, but James Earl Jones was fine because he
Works for me.
Yeah, no, terrible, right? Terrible. Within a couple of years, that was all you got.
Yeah, so like, you know, even if Aladdin and The Lion King were good, you can see the downhill effect.
Yes. Yeah, it hurts. It hurts. You see it happening.
Cute.
That's so cute. Oh.
I don't know these songs.
That's so cute. You know how we talk about like, oh. You know how we talk about how like so few people know how to make a cute character in 3D?
Yeah, it is actually easier than you think, right?
I mean, I think people go too high on the detail. As soon as you get detail in there, you start to make your character ugly.
Look at how his eyes are just like flat 2D planes.
I know, on top of circles. And his shape is perfect, his movement is perfect. And the way his mouth opens.
Good sound effects too.
Yeah.
Frogule.
Cute.
I'm wasting time here.
All right.
Time passes
The moon
in this
is
game.
the moon is crashing into the earth.
Oh crap! I shouldn't have done that. But yeah, what were we just talking about?
Oh yeah, and then Perry Elefante brings up Matthew Broderick's vehicular homicide, which I love to also bring up when I'm talking about how I don't like him being Simba's voice.
You don't like him and he killed someone.
Yeah, that's 2 strikes against him. Just
Well,
like Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin killed someone,
Yeah.
and we love him.
We love him.
We love him not
Don't
as
we?
Trump.
Not as Trump.
Not as Trump. We
No.
love him as Jack Donaghy.
We love him in one role only. Well, yeah, I mean,
I love him in Glengarry Glen Ross.
that's true. Yeah, he's.
But I don't love the rest of the movie.
I mean, I guess Ferris Bueller's Day Off is pretty beloved, right?
By
mean,
who?
well, by people like 4 to 8 years older than me.
Yeah, it's a little bit out of my generation. It's not. It didn't hit me.
No.
I missed that one.
Yeah. He's married to Sarah Jessica Parker, which I do think is cool. I think it's cool when you marry somebody who like was famous at the same time as you, and now you're both like kind of past all that, and you're still married. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
Like how Freddie Prinze Jr. and Sarah Michelle Gellar are married. Same kind of thing. There's some realness to that, you know. It's like you met when you were both at the height of your fame, and now like you're like not as famous and you're still together.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's cool.
As opposed to people who just get together because they're famous, like
Yeah.
Michael Jackson and Lisa Marie Presley.
I mean, that's a pretty extreme example of a fake relationship, but yes, absolutely. Like James Pattison and
I just found out about that one. That's why I'm referencing it.
the fake that. Oh, you just found out about Michael Jackson and Lisa Marie Presley.
Yeah, I never knew that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, you know, I feel like Michael Jackson is one of those famous people where, like, you know, one of his representatives would reach out to a woman and say, "Would you like to be married to Michael Jackson?" And they would decide whether they wanted to join that particular cult or not, and sign the NDA, you know? And, you know, you could also classify Katie Holmes that way, right? When she was asked if she'd like to marry Tom Cruise by the Church of Scientology.
Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah, what cult are you willing to become a part of?
What wagon do you want to... Wait. What caravan do you want to hitch your wagon to, right? But yeah, not James Penn. Did I say
She wants to
Robert?
hitch her wagon to Johnny's tricycle. She'll look damn good, too. You can haul up to 400 pounds, baby. Johnny likes a whole lot of women. That's why I have a lot of women in my wagon.
Oh. Does Johnny Bravo have a car? Or he walks?
I don't know. I don't think he drives. I think his mom probably drives him.
Right. Johnny's mom drives him.
Hey, baby, you want to drive me? I'll give you the pleasure of driving Johnny to the airport so I can see my girlfriend. We're not really girlfriend and boyfriend. Don't worry about that. I'll be back, baby. I'll kiss you goodbye. I'll be back.
Does he call his mother Mama?
Oh, hey, mama.
Yeah, like just like a sexy woman.
Hey, pretty mama.
Yeah, he calls his mother the same thing he calls a woman he likes.
Oh, mama. Well, yeah, I mean, when he sees a beautiful woman, his heart starts beating so fast that he thinks he's gonna die and thinks of his mother.
Oh, Mama.
Oh, mama.
Right.
These women are sending me, mama. I can't breathe. I need mommy.
Right. He's only thinking of his mama.
Yeah.
When he says, "Oh, Mama."
Oh, mama. I love him like I love my mama.
The woman in Johnny Bravo is his mama. The woman with the the frizzy gray hair.
Yeah.
Is his mama.
Yeah, his mom.
She likes him, right? She thinks he's perfect.
Yeah, she loves him.
Yeah.
She, you know, like the show only shows it when Johnny fails with women, but off camera, he's not such a fuck up.
No.
He's, you know, probably averages out, right? To like what the average of most men.
I mean, you know, if you're a serial
maybe
dater.
higher than average because he's like a pickup artist.
Right. I mean, you know, if he's a serial dater and there's 26 episodes per season, that's plenty of more days of the year when he's doing fine.
Yeah, baby. If I ask out 1,000 women a day and only 998 punch me in the face, that's like 12 dates a week.
Yeah, Johnny Bravo would love Tinder. Is Tinder still the way? Look, I don't know. I've been out of the dating pool for almost 15 years. Do people just hurl themselves off cliffs nowadays?
You just light yourself on fire. That's Tinder.
looking. Anyway, we're gonna be at MagFest this weekend. We're going to you know what we'll do at MagFest? We'll practice in a very low stakes way, seeing if people want to talk to us. I feel like a big part of the reason people go to MagFest, and not just from a dating perspective, from like, you know, an all-around social perspective, is to see if maybe people would like them. And I think resoundingly the answer is yes. I remember like we went to MagFest last year, and we went to some like mixer on the first night, and like nobody was being friendly there. Do you remember this?
Yeah, it felt like I was waiting in a line.
It was not friendly, and I was surprised. Like we went in and we saw some people we had met earlier that day, and they were kind of like sitting on the outside of it, and they were like, yeah, we just went in and nobody was friendly. And I was like, well, I don't believe you. I'm gonna go be friendly. And I went in there and it was true. Nobody was friendly.
Yeah.
And so I looked just off, a few degrees off from where the people had been told to go. And there was a couple just like standing there, kind of like looking back at me. And I was like, hey, and I just talked to them for an hour.
Yeah.
And I never encountered anybody else unfriendly at MagFest. I feel like the formal organization of anything like that, any sort of like deliberate effort to connect, falls prey to I don't know, standoffishness and defensiveness, and people being you know, suspicious about what others want from them, distrustful. And the second you stop looking for that, people are nice and very much want to connect. So that's what I'm looking for this weekend.
Yeah, meeting people in real life sounds fun. I feel like it's like you meet people in real life and then you come to know them online and the kind of person they are outside of like just the fucking social media site. I feel like you get to bypass this like version of this person you might hate doing that.
Yeah.
Like you just meet them in person, you know, without the mask, or, you know, maybe with the mask if they're dressed up.
Sure.
But like, you know, that's what I want. I don't want to meet people online because they just want to meet me. I want to meet them too.
Right. You want to like actually meet people at their level. And online you don't do that because people are positioning on a giant chessboard that is also, you know, extracting data and money from and attention from them. And it's not a loving ecosystem at all. I think, you know, there are people who I know in real life who I adore so much, who like I could just when I look at them online, I'm like, I never would have loved you if all I had ever seen was you online.
Yeah, like maybe that's why people act like such assholes, because they don't want to think that what they say here matters online.
Yeah. It's true. I mean, it's true. I don't think people want to believe that what they say matters, because then they would have to take an inventory of all the shit they've ever said.
Yeah.
Some of it being
But in
very...
real life, you already do that.
What?
Like, if you meet someone in real life, you're not gonna say some internet shit.
No! No! You're not gonna say some internet shit.
You know, I want to give a better impression of myself. I want to appear as flesh and blood.
Yeah.
And be vulnerable.
Yeah.
I think hiding behind the internet made us soft, made us weak, and
Yeah.
not wanting to be vulnerable made us more vulnerable.
Absolutely. I definitely find that, like, in person, and I mean, to an extent, like, on this stream, I run my mouth more than I ever did for, like, the last few years online.
Yeah.
And I generally find that it's fine. You know, like, I don't offend people by doing that.
No, it's fine.
Like, you know, I present them with a more authentic version of myself, which, you know, they're free to take or leave. But, like, you know, even just, like, having a conversation at a party with somebody I'm never going to see again, I don't really ever regret taking a little bit more of a risk in what I say.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know. It's rejuvenating. It feels like, it still feels like a return to something. It feels like, years of social media and then years of pandemic, hobbled a lot of us, in more ways than we're even able to recognize. And, you know, hobbled us socially, hobbled us creatively, made us afraid.
Of each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna be at MagFest. Come kill me. Kill me or shut the fuck up.
Well, he told you to, guys. That
You know,
means it's
I'm-
legal.
You know, I'm you know, when I'm in person, I'll be nice now. Until I'm behind a microphone at MagFest, I can tell you shut the fuck up there.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. When you're on Soapbox at 3 in the morning.
3 a.m. Soapbox. Be there.
Be there.
Be there, nerd. I won't, so have fun.
Come to the UK and behead you. There's something to be said about being mean sometimes. Well, I mean, to who? To who? Being mean to the CEO of a health insurance company? Sure. There's something to be said.
Well, look, at MagFest, that would be no good, because that ruins MagFest.
Sure.
Killing a CEO at MagFest is uncool, in my opinion.
No.
They would have to cancel MagFest.
All right, if I go to a bar and I start talking to somebody and then it turns out they're the CEO of a health insurance company, I think what I'm gonna do is be like, oh, so people must really hate you nowadays, right? I would like to give that person a chance to quit their job and kill themselves in front of me.
Yeah, you know, they get something out of it. They get to traumatize you with that.
It would be cool. Why don't you do it?
No!
Like, yeah. Or I might say like, wow. And you're just like talking, you're just standing in this bar talking to people? That's very optimistic of you. To be so brave. Or stupid. There are no CEOs of health insurance companies at MagFest. Well, maybe there are, I don't know.
Yeah, what if it's lots of health insurance CEOs?
There are plenty of sponsors at MagFest. I'm definitely planning on having a drink on the dime of some corporation.
Yeah.
But I'll talk to whoever is what I'm saying. If you dare show your face at MagFest, I'll talk to you.
If you dare, show your face. I'll be nice now.
Exactly. We're all gonna be nice now.
Well, yeah, I mean, at MagFest, nobody has a big head. Not from what I've seen.
No.
I haven't seen any party poopers who act like a big deal, like a celebrity douche.
No, I feel like it's kind of like to New York Comic Con. It's like the New Jersey of New York Comic Con, or the Philly of New York Comic Con, or
Yeah.
the Baltimore. One of these cities that is so close to New York that it lives in the shadow of New York. And New Jersey's not even a city. The entire state lives in the shadow of New York. And as a result, has a little chip on its shoulder, but is also like one of the coolest places you can be. That's how I feel about it. Philly is the Paris of America. Yeah, Paris, France. Well, we're almost at the end of the night here. Anything you want to talk about before we go?
Let's see. Did I write anything down to talk about? Excuse me. Let's see. I wrote down Tetris was made in Hebrew school.
Do you want to talk about a little more about this idea that there are games that were made in Hebrew school?
Okay, so Tetris was made, what, like 1989 or something?
I think a little earlier than that.
It was made right before the fall of the Soviet Union.
Okay.
So it was owned by Elorg, which was the company he worked for. It was like, the government owned all these companies.
Sure.
And like, he wasn't supposed to be doing that. He just made that game on their dime, right?
Right.
Like in Hebrew school, you're not supposed to be making an RPG Maker game, but some kid brought RPG Maker to Hebrew school.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, it's Cloud. And it's like, is this what Final Fantasy VII looks like on PC? Holy jeez. Like,
Oh man.
thinking for a long time that was the PC version of Final Fantasy VII, but also like knowing it was RPG Maker.
Oh man. Oh yeah, that's right. Final Fantasy VII was on PC.
Yeah. All right, and I remember like they were like, listen to this, and they played like this funny sounding music, and then years later I played Earthbound, and it's like the shop music in Earthbound. I was like, hey, it's the music.
Oh man.
RPG Maker just like steal that.
Oh man. Well, whatever game they were making just had that song.
We had an RPG Maker for DOS.
Did we?
Yeah, there was one for DOS and one for Windows.
I remember fucking with it for a few weeks.
Yeah.
I made the beginning of a game. There was no real game to it. I didn't have a story. I was just going in order, you know?
Yeah.
And I mean, actually, that's kind of what I did with my own games.
No!
Oh my god!
We have 2 minutes left before the destruction of Earth.
Oh god, I hate it so much. This game really is incredible.
Yeah, it is. I think this game is a little. There's a little more to it than just like another Ocarina of Time like
Asset swap. Yes. Yeah.
It's like they really had some fucked up idea, and it's like, they haven't made games like this since. It's like this is a once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
This is a once in a million lifetimes thing.
It's pretty special.
I love this moody atmosphere.
Totally.
It reminds me of Twin Peaks.
Weren't the developers of the original Zelda games, or not? Maybe not the original Zelda games, but at some point, the developers of Zelda were inspired by David Lynch.
Really?
That's right, he died.
He died.
He died. Very sad.
It was very sad.
Yeah.
I listened to the Twin Peaks theme and cried, as one does.
Yeah.
As you're supposed to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I also watched it because like I'd only seen a little of it. I loved it, but like, now I'm watching it. It's like he's dead.
Yeah. Yeah, now
But
he's
like
dead.
that's great that like he could be dead and still in his work is no, I died. I was just fucking around. I wasn't even paying attention.
No! Oh my god, I hate it. I hate it.
But yeah, like he's really great.
He followed his instincts for a lifetime.
Yeah.
78. He succumbed, I think, to emphysema during the fires, right? And I don't know. I guess it's possible he could have made more, but it seems like he kind of jam-packed his life with, successful creative projects. And he did all kinds of things too. He was a multimedia artist, which I really appreciate.
Oh my god, that was so fucking cool.
Yeah, amazing, amazing. Guess it didn't work out. I haven't been through all the Twin Peaks Netflix thing they made a few years ago. I've heard it's pretty good. I watched a little. It was pretty scary.
Yeah. So did he even conclude it?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. It was a few years ago already.
Yeah, it's great to like be exposed to Twin Peaks now. It's like it has this like pure moods kind of opening.
Oh yeah.
And it's like this is what 1990 looks and feels like.
Mm-hmm.
This is exactly what I was looking for, and there's really no precedent for it. There's nothing like it, right?
No.
It's so hard to find examples of this sort of mood that I feel I can remember from like being alive in 1990. Just vaguely remember.
Just barely alive.
Just barely. Like, yeah, like even though I never watched it as a baby, the Twin Peaks theme is like really nostalgic.
Oh yeah, just like this like crushingly sentimental song.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Like
and just like kind of like being a kid and like being afraid of the woods and like unsolved mysteries and shit.
Yeah.
Like these cheap, shitty programs designed to scare me when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something to it. People complain about the revelation of the killer later on in that series. Which
Don't tell me anything. I haven't seen the last episode of.
I haven't either. I don't care. I don't care. Like, I don't fucking care who
Wait.
the killer is.
What in Twin Peaks?
Yeah. Why the fuck would I care who the killer is?
I guess it doesn't matter. I haven't really been thinking about like who is it, who could it be. It's more about just like watching the show. It's more about just like watching the nature that unfolds in Twin Peaks.
Yeah, and
every
like
morning.
Yeah, and the betrayals and the secret plots
Yeah, the twists
and the
and
darkness.
turns.
Yeah, no.
The xylophone music.
And it's weird for me to even say this because, I always complain about how Lost didn't know what it was doing and that sucked about it. But, like, it didn't suck about Twin Peaks.
Yeah, it doesn't suck about Twin Peaks. It's like there's like it's not like a hollow core.
No.
Like a planet with a hollow core.
Yes.
There's an actual like magnetic core at the center of it, right?
Absolutely.
That like David Lynch like really loves nature. He loves donuts. He loves
coffee.
He loves beautiful women being murdered. Like, he loves the tragedy and the beauty of it.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
he's the solid magnetic core at the center of it. That like you can't say it's empty because
No.
you're being drawn to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're not floating away from it.
wondering what else is going on.
like if the Earth suddenly stopped being attractive, stopped being that magnetic.
No. And David Lynch is often quoted in interviews because he is so often dismissive of any sort of bad faith interpretation of art. He just doesn't. He was not interested, and he didn't waste his time with anybody who didn't like art and was trying to puzzle it out and dominate.
Yeah. Like, would you elaborate on that? No.
No.
One of his famous quotes.
Exactly. No. Laughs doesn't answer was another one.
Was it also him that said art is the talking, or like the movie was the talking? It's like, let's not talk about the movie. That was the talking.
That was the talking, yes. And he also had a great quote about just the process of making a movie being the only satisfaction. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I feel it very strongly that like my desperate need to finish a project and get it out there, like getting it out there and people seeing it is not anything that I need. Like by the time it's out there, I'm gonna be on to something else because I need that need again.
Yeah.
And he felt that way too. That he was just like on to whatever was interesting him. He wasn't thinking about that old thing anymore. He was thinking about whatever he cares about now.
Yeah.
Just like Turtle Boy. Just like all the great artists of our
Turtle Boy. Oh yeah. He's moved on from his face paint.
Yeah.
He's thinking about turtles.
Yeah, right. He's not a zombie anymore. He's thinking about turtles.
He's the kind of shit he's on you wouldn't understand.
Yeah. You can't pin him down. You don't know what he's thinking about. He's thinking about
things.
Yeah, a lifetime of thinking about things. May we all be so lucky. It was great. He was great.
Yeah, he was. And
Thingus hero.
Yeah, Thingus hero.
I think a lot of people's hero.
My first exposure to him was that video about, it was like someone edited a video to make it look like an iPhone commercial about him talking about how you're cheating yourself out of the movie experience by watching a movie on your fucking telephone.
I know, and that was like in 2007 when it first started. When it was like, when people were first starting to watch movies that way.
Yeah, like, I remember when I was in high school, there was this one kid on the bus, like I would like go from one school to another, so I was like on a school bus kind of late in high school, and like he had a cell phone with a movie on it, and it was like the first time I'd ever seen it, and it's like, you know, like, I guess like when you get a new device, the first impulse is to put everything you love on it, like all the emulators and ROMs that you could possibly get going on your new like Nintendo DS or cell phone or PSP or something. But like then I heard him say that, and you know I didn't disagree that you should, you know, not watch a cinematic movie on a phone, but I also made movies that are meant to be watched on a phone in my career.
Right.
So like I guess I took to heart the thing about phones that like if it's made for watching on the phone, you have to format it for that.
Right.
Otherwise, you're being cheated out of a lot of movie. If it's something made by David Lynch, it might look just black, like a blob of blackness on a phone, because it's like a real movie.
Yeah, you won't see it.
It'll just become a blob of like gamma.
Yeah.
Like you won't be able to make it out.
I mean, he was a master of a form that came about before phones and is, you know, probably dying because like all of the great filmmakers are dying, right?
I mean, I feel like what I was just talking about, YouTube is dying. They want me now to make vertical shaped videos.
That's right.
I always hated that suggestion. Like, no, I make videos, yeah, like for your phone, but like, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be as long as you keep making them.
Right,
like
right.
they've been making them, it's gotten twice as long since I began my career.
Yeah, it's true. David Lynch and all the filmmakers had about 100 years. I mean, the formats have changed in film, though. You know, there have been many changes of the form since movies began. You know, the silent actors really suffered when speech came about, and black and white completely changed. You know, how you know, the visual design of movies, and widescreen completely changed how people made movies.
Yeah.
And you know, it was like a lot of you know, disruption this way before something fairly agreed upon came about. And even now, you know, everything's different than it was 10 years ago. So, I don't know. I think artists always struggle with this shit because the people who are introducing these new formats do not necessarily have the artists in mind. And the artists are sort of forced to adapt to these changes, whether they're good for their form or not.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. My biggest video has like almost 100 million views, and it is a 720 by 480 video. You know, that is 4:3. That is TV format. That's like a standard format from a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
That I guess I just released it that defiantly because I thought it was cool. And it's a really popular video in spite of the fact that it's not HD, and it was even released in the era where everything was HD and widescreen.
Yeah, well, I think that's something that works to people's advantage, that kids and it seems the masses don't actually care about fidelity. They don't actually care about newness.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you make something good, it's going to hit regardless of how it conforms to the current standards.
That just like reminded me of like Nintendo DS and like PSP. It was like the Nintendo DS was like the less cool one, but still sold so many more. And I remember 50 Cent had like a gold Nintendo DS. It's like he had to make it look cooler so he could justify having it, I guess.
Right, because it just didn't seem as cool.
It just doesn't seem as cool. It appeals to kids, so it's lame.
Yeah, but kids are like the majority of people watching all this shit.
Yeah, and they actually know what's going on.
Yeah.
Like the kids in my Discord know what's going on. They know what's going on with like TikTok and shit. They know what's going on with like AI and shit. They've mastered all of that like years before we've even heard of it.
Right.
It's
but
like
if you can reach them, the ones who know what's going on, then you're fine.
I guess. I feel like I do have some common ground.
I mean, I think they think so. That's why they're in your Discord.
Yeah, they support me financially.
The 8-year-olds. We should call it a night because we gotta get ready for this trip tomorrow.
Sure. Yeah, I have to go home and pack.
Yeah.
Let's see. Any final thoughts?
Any final thoughts?
I really like David Lynch's quote. It's like his family said that he always says, look at the donut, not the hole.
It's a good quote.
Yeah, I had a holeless donut in his honor.
May we all. I hope to have a holeless donut soon. Or the donut hole that's a donut. That would also be fine, right?
Yeah, you could have the hole and say that's my hole. It might suck, but it's mine.
And it's as sweet as any other hole. All right. Good night, everyone.
Have a damn good Magfest.